glad it came out. So great.
So good to meet you all.
Hi.
So this is quite an interesting film. It's a very powerful film.
Thank you.
What led you to become really good in this film?
I
It's not your run-of-the-mill subject.
I actually got involved the day after the fight occurred because all the media attention was calling them a wolf pack and a gang of killer lesbians. So I became an activist for about 2 years, kind of on again, off again activist. And then when they had their appeals in 2008, I was still really interested, so that's when I decided to start filming. So I've been filming for 7 years.
And how many hours of footage?
If you had 200 plus. Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Basically, how do you take that amount of footage and distill that down to a workable final product?
A lot of pacing. We were working on it for 2 years, editing. Maybe a little over 2 years.
What does that do to the two producers? Is there a lot of nail biting going on?
Well, it's such an issue-driven film that sometimes you can get caught up in addressing an issue and you lose sight of the women's stories. So we kept going back to okay, too much issue, more on the women's stories, and then honing in on which story was going to tell all of their stories well, because in 75 minutes you can't tell the story of 7 women that then became 4 women. So a lot of the time over the past 3 years that I've been working on this has been that, note cards on the bed and going through different plot points and figuring out what we needed to hone in on.
Courtney romantic comedy. Yeah, a film like this is never an easy undertaking. Is it?
It's a comedy.
It's a romantic comedy.
No, because it's true. It was emotional, to say the least.
The films that speak the loudest to
I actually shed a tear, which is really weird.
So, what do you
Man wants to know about
Sorry.
the movie.
out of
Just trying to tell him what the
festival
story is.
and people seeing this film?
I'm hoping for a few things. I'm hoping that, because 2 of the women in the film are coming to the screening, and I'm hoping they kind of feel a sense of broader community and support, because they've been so isolated and alone through incarceration, and then when they got out going in through shelters, that I'm really hopeful that they can experience a sense of larger community. But also, more broadly, I think the issue of self-defense really needs to be looked at. I think the criminal legal system's definition of it is very narrow, and it doesn't work for the people that it should. And in this case, particularly queer women of color. But I think oftentimes women of color and LGBT people just don't have a system working for them when they're in the position of having to fight back or in the position to defend themselves.
I wrote and directed.
Amazing film. Dave sent me the link for it, so I saw it. It is an
Great.
amazing film. So
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I just hope it's very well received out here today.
I hope so too.
Guys, thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Thanks for
Appreciate it.
You know, my dad told me.